love the new Mario movie. You think they may do a Nintendo Cinematic Universe akin to MCU? We hope so. I know that we would like that. I know my son would like that too. And I just think it would be smart because they also have, at Epic Universe here, Universal has the Nintendo land. Like, I mean, there is so much synergy of money making potential. And it's funny that you talk about Nintendo and Mario movie, because the next thing I wanted to talk about tonight was the otherworldly just success of Mario and of Project Hail Mary. And they hopefully are going to lead us back to getting the movies that we want to see. I mean, this is it right here. Mario in its first weekend. Now, keep in mind, it did not open in Japan with these numbers because they're holding it back in Japan for a holiday over there. And yet it still made $370+ million in its first weekend. The Super Mario movie really killing it. Deadline, it made another $16.8 million on Monday. That is absolutely crazy. Now, some people are on holiday, spring break and things like that, but the amount of money this movie is making is crazy. And then you have Project Hail Mary, which just keeps staying strong, and it's picking up in subsequent weeks. Project Hail Mary is picking up overseas to where it's almost a 1-to-1 in the domestic to overseas. So it is well over over $440 million now against $190 million budget. So that is just crazy. That is just crazy. That is how you see what people want. I mean, these movies are shattering records and they are just blowing up at the box office, and they are absent of any kind of messaging of any kind, whether it's left, right, or center. They're just entertaining movies, fun movies. There's nothing else. And I'll tell you, Project Hail Mary in particular is an old school throwback when it comes to movies, because you have a reluctant hero, a very reluctant hero. If you've seen the movie, I'm not going to give it away because I want more people to go see it. And we're going to get into something else that they're going to do here with Project Hail Mary in a minute. But you have a very reluctant hero who doesn't believe in himself. He has to have other people believe in him. He has the ability, but he doesn't trust himself. He has to overcome his faults, his doubts, all of those things to go and succeed and save others and put others above himself. This is traditional heroes. This is traditional hero storytelling, and that matters. You can't just say stories don't matter. Stories are a huge thing for us throughout history. When you watch a hero try and fail, and instead of giving up, he tries again and succeeds. When you watch a hero do what is right, even at a cost to himself, when you see a hero sacrifice himself in the name of courage, in the name of saving others, these are things that stick with you. That's what you learn to absorb. That's what you learn to believe. That's what you learn to aspire to. And when you give constant cynicism and you constantly deconstruct heroes and point out all of their faults and say all the stuff they accomplished really doesn't mean anything because we have new young people who can do it better, and we have other people who can do it better, and you're just a dumb guy and you didn't do anything, or you're just a dumb woman from back then and you didn't do anything. Let me show you how it's really done. And you have this cynicism and this anti-hero, and it's just so ubiquitous. The whole truth, justice, whatever of the vibe that you get from the Supergirl movie, for instance. That's what kids and people start to believe. That's what they start to absorb. We reflect our stories and our stories reflect us. So it does matter. So to see a hero from the 80s like Super Mario come and be so successful again and be a hero, and then see a traditional old school hero like the character Ryan Gosling plays as Grace in Hail Mary do all these things again, and people embrace those things and eat them up to the tune of record box offices. It does a body good, man. It way more than milk does. It does a body good. It does our mind good, our spirits good. It shows us the way to make movies. It shows us the way to tell stories. It shows that people are starved. Now, if every movie was like that, and every movie was, crap and rainbows and la di da and everything is perfect, then it would become white noise. And you would need the anti-hero then and a little bit of the cynicism to juxtapose that and to highlight how rare and different that is. But when everything is deconstructed heroes and flaws and cynicism and anti-heroes and moral gray area, then that becomes white noise. And the problem with that side becoming white noise is it is degenerative to our spirit. It is degenerative to our own well-being, because then everybody is cynical and they become nihilistic and miserable. And then our stories reflect that. And then that's how we act, and we get this negative feedback loop. So to see these movies of true heroes and old school heroes and old school storytelling succeed in record numbers gives me so much hope and so much faith that we can turn it around. And that, you know, but then you have to deal with things like I did today with, you're going to get a fight from the people who don't want to let that go, and they want to divide you and they want you to argue, and they don't want good heroes. And so you're going to have that, but I'm choosing to look at the heroes they're bringing back and the audience crying out how much they want them. And they're voting with their pocketbooks, just like Ryan Gosling said, we just haven't made movies you want to go see. He said it. And now that they are, people are going to see them. But we have to fight back against this Hollywood trying to kill our heroes. And I'm going to deep dive into that on a full video of its own. But it's something that I wanted to talk about tonight because I think there's a shift coming. Fingers crossed, and keep hope alive for heroes in our movies. I know.